Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. In today's video, I'm sharing a few more cards I made using Spellbinders May 2023 Quick and Easy Card Kit of the Month. The theme is spreading happiness. If you missed my previous video using this kit, I'll add a link in the description box and also at the end of the video if you're watching on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started with card design number 1. I'm using some card sketches for inspiration. The first card sketch is from Cards TV. This is sketch number 41. The card kit includes lots of lovely pattern paper and tons of die cut images. I selected this beautiful pattern paper that has lots of different icon images. For the narrow strip on the left side of the card, I have some teal wood grain pattern paper. And for the two smaller rectangles, I selected this light peach pattern paper with some small white designs on them. I'm layering everything on some dark green cardstock, and this is cardstock from my stash. The kit does include colored cardstock, but I always bring in additional cardstock since I add a lot of layers to my cards. Before adhering the two smaller rectangles, I did put a scrap piece of cardstock on the right side. That way everything stays nice and level. And I'll adhere those in place using some glue. For the circle element on the card, I selected this lovely floral wreath design. This is one of the die cut images. I'm adding a white piece of cardstock behind the wreath, and I'll adhere that in place with some glue. Then on the inside of the wreath, I'm adding one of the chipboard images, a small birdhouse. There is adhesive on the back, but I'm adding a little bit of extra glue just to make sure it stays in place. I'm also adding a chipboard tab with the word Moments. For a final finishing touch, I'm using some Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the mini circle style in the racing green mirror color. I'll put 3 in the lower left-hand corner and 2 in the upper right-hand corner. So there is my finished card, and I did make 2 using this design. The other card features rainbow pattern paper for the background, and the image is one of the die cut pieces, a lovely swan with some flowers behind her. For card design number 2, I won't be using a card sketch. I selected 2 pattern papers, a blue design with tiny white and green flowers, and on the outside edge I have a light green pattern paper with white words. For the background piece, I decided to cut just those 2 narrow pieces instead of having the full sheet behind, since most of it will be covered up with the blue floral paper. I layered it on some dark blue cardstock, and for a little bit of contrast and shine between the 2 pattern papers, I'm adding some Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the pinstripe style in the silver holographic color. I'll use a craft knife to trim the very end of the peel-off. Then I'll put ATG tape on the back and add my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. I'll add the sentiment happiness, and this is one of the chipboard stickers. I will put a little bit of glue on the back side before adhering it to the lower portion of the card. Now I'll bring in some more of the die cut images. I'm adding 2 kites. Spellbinders kits always have 2 of each of all of the die cut images and sentiments, which is really nice. So I thought it would be fun to add both of the kites on this card. And I did pop them up using some foam dimension. I'll add a couple more chipboard stickers, little frog that I'll sit on top of the happiness word, and also a butterfly. And I will put some foam dimension on just the left side of the butterfly before adhering it on top of the kite. Since I already put glue on the back of the butterfly, the foam dimension didn't want to stick right away. So I was trying to wipe off a little bit of that glue. For a final finishing touch, I'll add some more Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the mini circle style in the same silver holographic color. I'll put 3 in the upper right-hand corner and 2 in the lower left-hand corner. I used the medium size in the upper right-hand corner and the smallest size circle in the lower left-hand corner. So there is my finished card, and I did make 2 using this design. The second card features lots of different die cut images. I have one of the chipboard frames, and the sentiment congratulations is one of the puffy stickers. For card design number 3, the card sketch is from Sketch Saturday. This is number 725. I'm using the teal wood grain paper for the background. I used a narrow strip of the wood grain pattern paper on my first card design. I'm also adding some narrow strips of rainbow heart pattern paper on the left side of the card, following the design of the card sketch. I layered the background on some dark green cardstock, put my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. Next, I'll add a stitch circle die cut, and I did use some white shimmer cardstock for the circle. I'll adhere that in place with some glue. Now I'll add 2 of these beautiful pink flowers. I'll overlap them slightly and adhere them onto the circle die cut. The color of the stem and leaves on the flowers matches the wood grain pattern paper beautifully. For a sentiment, this is "Oh Happy Day." It's one of the puffy stickers. And they do have adhesive on back, but again, I like to add a little bit of glue just to make sure they stay in place. Next, I'll add the chipboard banner with the sentiment smile, and I'll adhere it in the upper right-hand corner. For a final finishing touch, I'm using some more Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the mini circle style in the gold moon dust color. I'm adding 3 of the smallest size circle underneath the sentiment. So there is my finished card, and I did make 2 using this design. The other card has a fun green background and features pink and green apples with the sentiment sweet. Now here's another look at the 6 cards I made using Spellbinders May 2023 Quick and Easy Card Kit of the Month. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links provided in the description box below. I'm also participating in Spellbinders May Club Kit Blog Hop. There's a fun giveaway and lots of inspiration using the May 2023 Club Kits. I have a link to my blog in the description box below, so be sure to head on over there to check out the blog hop. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.